this episode where we talk about the occult guide to dealing with haters. Episode number 42 of Real Occult, where we apply numerology and astrology to the material world. How do you deal with people hating on you? I'm not talking about regular trash talk. I played sports my entire life, growing up from kindergarten all the way through playing hockey in college. I love trash talk. I'm also not talking about people criticizing, giving criticism, or people disliking you. These things are all givens. They are going to happen. What I'm referring to is when people hate simply for the act of hating. They're trolling you. They're trying to get a rise out of you. They may not even believe what they say, but they're going to try to tear you down. This is what I'm referring to when I say haters. And so from an occult perspective, from an energetic perspective, people only hate across and up. Energetically, people will hate someone who is on the same level or above them. This is where the trolling, the trying to tear you down, the saying things they don't believe simply to get you off your game, trying to get you to react. They're attempting to suck some of your energy away from you and have it enter their world. And so this only happens across and up. A way to think about this is, does a professional athlete hate on a high school athlete? No, they don't. Does an adult hate on a child? No, they don't, because if you are so far superior to someone, if you're actually superior to someone in a given domain, you are not threatened by anything someone else does. You're playing your own game, and there's no reason for you to step into and try to throw someone else off of theirs. You're focused on what you're doing. I have a entire episode, I believe, let me look really fast. It is episode 27, Eliminating FOMO with Numerology and Astrology. This kind of talks about once you get to a certain level, you're focused on your game. If someone else is crushing it in whatever they're doing, it doesn't impact you. It doesn't take away from what you're doing because you have energetic focus. And so people only hate on those who are around the same level as them, because now if they throw you off your game, they can start to rise above, they can start to edge you out. And they hate on people who are above them energetically or in whatever discipline it is they are communicating about or communicating in, whatever domain the engagement is happening within. And so when someone is trying to tear you down, it may not even be, because you do see someone who is outranking someone lower, tearing down the person who's ranked lower. And so in the hierarchy, they're lower in the hierarchy. And so this happens because it's not just about the big picture. You can have someone who is super self-conscious, top of their game, and they see a rising star who is bold. They are getting all of the attention. They are selfless, or they are absolutely being themselves in every engagement. And the super self-conscious person, even though they outrank them, identifies that as something the other person is better at them in. They're better at that thing than they are. So you have general hierarchy, people hate across and up. And then you have when it comes to personality traits. So you see this in presidential elections all the time. I don't care about your politics. It doesn't matter. If you have Hillary Clinton, someone who can continue to move forward regardless of what turmoil is thrown at her, that's an unbelievably amazing trait. It's an amazing trait to have. So if you have someone who gets one obstacle, gets one barrier, and shuts down, they may hate the Clintons for their ability to continue to survive and prosper. You have someone like Donald Trump, who is unbelievably good at getting attention, unbelievably grandiose in everything that he does. He is bold in his actions. People who wish they were more bold in their own lives will throw hate towards Donald Trump for being so unabashedly, that's not even the word, that's not how you pronounce it. Someone who is so confidently themselves in every engagement. People will hate on them for that. You have people who are divinely graceful and beautiful in all of their social engagements. People who are socially clumsy will throw hate towards that person because that's a trait that they wish they had. So when you encounter people hating on you, when you encounter people trying to purposefully get you off your game, realize you are either doing better than them at something, you are outright doing better than them at everything, or they are right around your same level in the hierarchy or in whatever skill it is that they're throwing hate for. And so they're trying to get you off your game so that they can start to overtake you in this hierarchy for whatever that's social hierarchy, career hierarchy, athletic hierarchy, whatever it is. You see this in professional sports all the time. People will take it from trash talk, which, like I said, I absolutely love trash talking. It's one of my favorite things about hyper-competitive spaces is being able to trash talk, joust with each other verbally. I absolutely love it. You'll see people that take it from playful, fun trash talk into personal attacks, trying to get the other person genuinely rattled, trying to get them genuinely off their game. The only reason they're doing that is because they're afraid that that person is outranking them in something. And so when you experience this, I like to take a breath and have a moment of gratitude for being superior than this other person in something. And now we will never get inside the other person's mind to see what it is they are so threatened by. But you can absolutely be sure that they are threatened by something. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't be trash talking. Just like a professional athlete doesn't trash talk a high school freshman who's just learning the sport. An adult doesn't trash talk a child when it comes to playing a game. Because there's no reason to. When you're focused on your own game, when you're crushing your own domain, when you're absolutely kicking butt and taking names, there's no reason for you to feel threatened by someone else also doing well. The universe absolutely loves abundance. There is more than enough to go around for everyone who wants to be an unbelievably amazing professional, who wants to absolutely do their best. The universe loves abundance. There's more than enough to go around. So the only way someone hates, someone tries to tear someone else down, is if they're on the same level or you're doing infinitely better than them at something, or you're absolutely blowing them out of the water. You're better than them in every single way. So they have an abundance of things to be jealous of and to try to throw hate towards you. There's no reason to be apologetic for being unbelievably good at something. The universe rewards it. The universe loves abundance. There's more than enough to go around. This is just a thought I had today. I seen online so many hate comments across different avenues. In sports, people just talking trash that was not even trash talk. It was just personal attacks. And a couple of business pages I follow, people throwing hate for no reason. You could tell they're just absolutely miserable in their own lives, so they want to take that pain out on someone else. Meanwhile, this person is dwarfing them in every single aspect of life. Even in relationships, there's so much tension between single men and single women. And it's only because these people view the other side as doing better than them in some way. You have dudes who see women crushing it in the workplace, so they're trying to tear them down. You have women seeing dudes crushing it with huge friend circles and carefree living and amazing lifestyles, trying to tear them down. It's just so much jealousy and hatred flowing around, and I always sit there and think, the only reason you're throwing this hate out there is because that other person's doing better than you in some aspect, in some way. Like I said, there's no way to know exactly what they're feeling threatened by, but you can absolutely be sure they're either at the same level or one person, the person who's receiving the hate, is doing better than them in some way. If you have listened this far, I genuinely appreciate it. If you have, by the way, this podcast, I'm uploading it here on the podcast places, and I am dropping all of these episodes on my YouTube, Tristan Garrett Mueller. The little @ name is Occult Bro 29. And this podcast, because it's voice recording, I'm not doing video with it right now. It's going to be just my one-off thoughts, my one-off kind of opinions, off the cuff, whatever's kind of on my mind. When I feel like the iron strikes, I'm going to, bam, let it fly. When I get that inspiration, I'm just going to let it fly. And for more organized teaching, for more organized concepts, those are all going to be going up on my YouTube so that I can use the visual aids to better explain these different occult concepts, mostly numerology, because right now we use a multi-layered numerology and astrology system to help mom entrepreneurs eliminate stress, self-doubt, anxiety, overwhelm, confusion, and replace all of those emotions and sensations with spiritual clarity and divine levels of confidence. And so the base foundation for this multi-layered system is numerology. Then we stack in Vedic astrology on top, throw in a little bit of Chinese astrology and some Western astrology for dessert to top it off. And the reason I do this is because if you have, because I spent so many years, decade in these occult worlds, when you have an energetic principle present itself in numerology for someone's chart, life path, for their accumulated karma, yet it is completely absent from the other three occult studies, I personally do not put a lot of faith, power, trust in that insight. On the other hand, if you have something that presents itself in the numerology, you have something that presents itself in their Vedic birth chart, you have something that's presenting itself in their current planetary transits, that's also present in their Chinese astrology, and that insight holds true for their Western astrology as well. When you find something that cuts through and holds true for all 4 layers, in my opinion, you can put a ton of confidence in that insight is not only true, but you can actually use that insight in the material world to change the outcomes and experiences you have as we move through life. So I got off on a little tangent here at the end. If you have listened this far, I genuinely appreciate it. This podcast, audio versions of all of these recordings are going straight to the podcast, and this is just me off the cuff. When I get that inspiration, letting it fly. For more organized breakdowns, guidance, teaching, lessons, check out my YouTube channel. You could search Tristan Garrett Mueller. You could also search Occult Bro 29. Both of them should come up, whichever one's easier for you. I think we have almost 60 videos up there now because this podcast goes up there as well. And so if you have made it this far, I genuinely appreciate you. The universe wants you to win. I want you to win. If you have any questions, send me a message, Tristan@realoccult.com. You can drop a comment in my YouTube. I used to have I believe it's still there. You can send a comment down below in the description. It'll send me a text message. So once again, if you've made this far, I genuinely appreciate you. The universe wants you to win. I want you to win. I'm on your side. The universe is on your side. And I will talk to you again soon.